Today I am going to be going to the studio and I am going to be recording for an audition. So I'm gonna show y'all the process on when it comes to like auditioning. So what I'm going to be auditioning for, I can't really say right now. This isn't like my first time auditioning for something, but this is definitely like auditioning for something like pole related. It's been a while, but I kind of want to share like this current journey that I'm on right now. I'm on a journey where being very intentional and proactive and really taking actions on the life that I want for myself. If I do get it, that would be amazing. What I'm auditioning for is something that I've actually been wanting. If it's meant to be, it is going to be for me. It was destined for me. Even if I don't get it, I feel like this is still really good for me to just open up and create this energy with the universe, as well as building a relationship with myself on manifesting the things that I want in my life, opening up to the universe as well as with God and letting them know what it is that I want for myself. Whatever is like meant for you, there isn't anything that will be able to prevent you from what is destined for you. You know what I mean? Like, if it is your destiny, if it is your purpose, nothing's gonna stop it from coming into your world. Nothing's gonna stop it from coming into fruition. So I just finished taking some pictures. So I'm gonna show y'all real quick on what these pictures look like. So the pictures that I got showing the front of my face, the side of my face, and full body, those headshots were like really immaculate to me. So now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to record intro, which is pretty much just stating what my name is and all that and more. So pretty much what I have to do is like state my name, where I am, where I'm currently living, and then I have to submit like pole, me pole dancing and stuff like that. So yeah, so I'm gonna show you behind the scenes on how I get that. If there are any goddesses out there that are in the process or want to start auditioning for things, whether that's pole or for like music videos or for modeling or whatever, this is what I do. I've auditioned for a commercial, I got it. I don't know if I ever talked about that. Sometimes I do be forgetting y'all like the things that I do or have done because I just be like moving and just going about things. So I just did my first take. Look at it. Burr. I said burr. Okay, that wasn't bad. Second part, whew, it's tearing me up because I'm like, damn, I'm trying to remember my tricks. Whew, I can't remember the tricks that I can do. So I'm cleaning up the studio right now and wiping down the pole and everything. I feel like I definitely showed out for sure when I feel like when I do like shows and when I do auditions and stuff, I always like really show out, put all my energy into it and whatever, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm still learning on how to like pace myself because I really get exhausted and I'm trying to find that like balance. I definitely feel like I have, oh my God, another one? Lizards keep getting in here. Do you see him? Do you see that lizard? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna catch him. I caught one earlier today, so I'm gonna catch him and bring him outside. Don't be scared of me. I'm gonna let you know, okay? Or you're not. Okay, he's outside now. Going back to what I was saying, I'm gonna clean up the studio now, head back home, and just get, my footage together and everything. I feel pretty confident. Doesn't mean that I'm going to get it, but again, like I was saying earlier, it's just putting that energy out there and just like, really just putting that energy out there and just being like, okay, like we're getting back into the groove of just wanting to audition and putting that energy out there to the universe to let them know like, hey, I'm serious. And whether I get this one or not, it's just like, again, putting that energy out. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm so tired. So we're back at the house. I pulled out my angel number book because as I was like driving around, I saw a couple angel numbers. So I want to share with y'all the angel numbers that I seen for the day. So I've been seeing a lot of 333. So I'm going to share what 333 means. What it means, the ascending masters are right by you, assisting you in whatever it is that you're currently working on. You're in great hands. It's interesting that I've been seeing 333, and 3 in itself means your perspective is shaped by your emotions. That is very true. It also says that the mind, body, and spirit focus on all 3 aspects. Don't neglect one for the other when you see this number. And I don't know about y'all, but I tend to do that sometimes. Body wise, I'm taking care of myself, my mind, but then I forget my spirit, or like pretty much tapping into like talking to God, talking to the universe, not journaling. I feel like the spirit side is like more so journaling and meditating, because that is how you hear the messages from God and the universe, by sitting in solitude and meditating and whatnot. This is my angel number journal that I've created. I will put it in the link down below. This book is really, really great when it comes to angel numbers. I pulled this book out and I'm like, what does that mean? And on top of that, I just kind of want to say too, pay attention to what you're thinking about and how you're like feeling in that moment, because that kind of gives you another guidance. And I also want to share something that I thought was so crazy. I was cleaning up my emails because I have like thousands of emails. It's really, really bad, you guys. I had sent something to myself and I read it last night, and this was probably like when I sent this was like 2019. This says, the more aware you are that you create your reality, the less it needs to fall apart to get your attention. Let me read that again to you. It says, the more aware you are that you create your reality, the less it needs to fall apart to get your attention. Hallelujah! Ah, Jesus! Kind of talked about a little bit how this past year of 2023 was really, really rough on me. The fact that I found this, I was like, whoa, that's insane. The younger version of myself, I had to be like 25, 24. And the fact that I saved this and put this in my email, mind you, I never opened it. So that was the funny part about it, is it was like a little Easter egg for myself. And I'm like, wow, I really needed that. It doesn't fall apart when it needs to get your attention. And I think that's so important. So everything I felt like this past year was falling apart in my life. Like, I genuinely felt that way. And it's making it very clear now to me, God, the universe wanted my attention. How does the universe like give you messages as well as like God giving you messages? And I realized for myself that I have not been paying attention, losing sight of myself and my truth. I was watching this video, this girl talking about how the universe gives you signs and you're just missing them. They talk to you, like it talks to you like every day. God talks to you, the universe talks to you like every day. Pretty much it was really interesting because universally I feel like we all know like angel numbers. So today I woke up and I saw the angel number 999. And I literally opened up my journal book. That's a sign from the universe. So angel numbers is a way that the universe talks to you and gives you signs. Another way is like when you see a video and you're like, oh my God, I was literally just thinking about this like yesterday or a couple days ago. And then I see this video and it's like, wow, like this is like perfect timing. That wasn't coincidental. And personally, I don't believe in coincidences. I believe that everything that is happening is for a reason and a purpose. Another prime example I was showing you guys is on how I go about getting pictures and stuff like that for audition. As I was like stretching, I look over and I see an owl. And it was so crazy because the owl wanted my attention. It was staring at me. And I looked and I saw the owl look like I was looking at them and they saw me looking at them, and then they went back to doing what they were doing. There was a moment of me just like looking at the owl, admiring it, and then I went to go grab my phone and he flies away. So, and I caught him flying away, or her flying away, and I just thought that was so intriguing. But me looking up what that means, or what an owl means, that was the universe's and God's way of giving me a message. Because like I said, every day you get a message if you pay attention. If you're aligned with understanding your feelings and emotions. And also with the recent eclipse that we had, my eye had swollen up a couple days after the eclipse. I was in a spiral for a couple of days, but I was like, okay, we need to handle this before it gets worse. I had just given myself grace and accepted what was. When you read something, or if you even get a thought or a song keeps replaying in your mind over and over again, or just like randomly, like you thought about this song and it's like, what? Like, why am I thinking about this thought, or why am I thinking about this song? There's a reason to it. It's not coincidental. And write it down to like figure out where that comes from, and just unpack it. And I know it's hard when you kind of been in a dark place and you just kind of feel like nothing's going your way. You have to flip that switch and you have to change your mindset. I feel like in an interesting way of me sharing like this information with you goddesses, and whoever wants to listen and like take in the information, I really appreciate you and I really love you. And y'all are helping me simultaneously. Just for you to know, like, I don't feel like I'm doing this in vain at all. And not that I ever thought I was in the first place, but the universe is gonna test you. God is gonna test you. At the same time, I don't necessarily think it's a test. It's kind of like, how bad do you want something? One, are you gonna learn from this lesson? I think it's lesson, not so much a test always. It's always like a lesson before you get to the win streak or whatever. Because if you're up and then something happens, is that going to kind of prevent you from wanting to be where you want to be? But I hope this vlog is gonna be interesting. I can do a vlog for a week, go to the studio and whatnot, and chit chat with y'all. I've kind of noticed that like I've been really tired, and I don't know if it's just because I've been like thinking about a lot of things and doing a lot of things right now actively show up. I don't know if I'm like just really tired from that, or I've been smoking as well as like eating edibles. So in the month of May, I told myself that I'm going to just stop taking edibles. This thing, I just started smoking it like last week, I want to say, or like 2 weeks ago, because I stopped smoking this thing. This thing is too much for me. Literally to start smoking this again, and I'm gonna say today is my last day of smoking this because it just be too much for me, and I feel like I can get kind of clouded. I don't know about you guys if you know smoke from these like vapes and stuff like that, but I feel like my head gets a little too cloudy. I'm gonna smoke this today, and then I'm going to stop, and then I do have edibles, and I'm going to just stop for the month of May and just see if I feel different, in the sense of if I'm not so tired, if I'm not so groggy. I usually do feel more clearer and like have more of a clear mind, and sometimes I go longer than that, where I want to say I was like not smoking, taking edibles or anything for a good 3 to 6 months, and I really did feel good. So if you are someone that's watching this and you're like, you know what, I think I want to do that too, let's join together, okay? No smoking. Morning, y'all. I know I look crusty, dusty, and whatnot. I'm gonna tell y'all the dream that I had last night. And if y'all don't know, like, dreams have sometimes meaning, but you know, if you're having like crackhead dreams, they usually don't really mean anything. But if you did not know, like, your subconscious mind gives you like messages in your dream, right? So last night there were 2 things that stuck out to me, right? This is gonna be so weird. So the first dream that I remember, it was about Hero Academia. But it was a specific season because the theme song had played. It was like that theme song was playing in my dream. And then it was like an episode of Hero Academia, but it was like my own episode of Hero Academia. I felt like my subconscious mind, maybe my higher self or something like that, is like, watch that season Because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I recently have been watching like Avatar Last Airbender. Last Airbender, they talk about like spirituality and they talk about meditation and just so many things that I feel like goes over people's head. But if you were watching it as a kid and when you get into adulthood and you're on your like spiritual journey, you realize a lot of the stuff that is in Last Airbender has to do with like spirituality and meditation and tea and stuff, like very healing stuff. I'm sorry, y'all. I know I look crusty. Again, I just woke up. Going back to Hero Academia, Hero Academia does have a lot of lessons in it. I would say like predominantly a lot of animes have a lot of insight. You know, I've been watching anime since I was like a little girl. That season might have been the 4th or 5th season. Just before I woke up, God is a Woman was playing in my dream. I love me some Ariana Grande. Now, I haven't listened to the song in like a minute, I want to say, but the fact that in my dream it was like loud and clear that God is a woman, I don't really know like what that means or why, but I'm like, okay, let's blast that song. I scheduled last night on the things that I wanted to do today, so yeah, I'm gonna get my ass up now. So hey y'all, so before we get into like me getting into work today, I'm gonna show you what I've been doing to really focus on like productivity. Last night I made sure to schedule for the week. I've written down what I'm gonna be doing for the week. Make sure to not do too much. I put like 3 things. So I have like a 3 honor list where I make sure I at least put 3 things that aren't like super hard or whatever. So I have like blogging, editing this wig video that I need to edit, and then Retro Angel Girl. Talked about like my website, right? My website is something that I want to use a lot more. Have it on here where we're going to be creating a vlog for one of my videos that I have made for my Sacred Divinity channel. Have not checked out my Sacred Divinity channel. On that channel, I talk about productivity, I talk about spirituality. So that's what that Sacred Divinity channel is. And on top of that, just productivity and helping you goddesses get to the level of which you desire in life, and talking about social media and business, and then editing for Retro Angel Girl. So I have a gaming channel, so if you are a goddess that's interested in gaming, definitely check out my Retro Angel Girl channel. I love video games, I love gaming. So I wanted to like separate all of these channels because I felt like if I put it all on this channel, I think it would be too much. But this channel is more like beauty, poll, and vlogs, obviously, and as well productivity. As of right now, I have been using this app called Opal. This is the app, shuts down like your Instagram, TikTok for however long you want. So as of right now, that right here, as you can see, Instagram is blurred out, TikTok is blurred out, and then Threads is blurred out as well. It was a 7-day trial that I was doing, but it's still working currently. I don't think I paid for it. I definitely recommend you goddesses giving it a try. I'm not sponsored or nothing. It's just for me and me trying to get to where it is that I want to be. So I just wanted to like put that out there for you goddesses to definitely try this app, because like, again, I'm using it. I've done the 7-day free trial and it's been so great. And yeah, I definitely recommend you goddesses giving it a try. So right now I'm about to get ready to go to the studio because I'm teaching tonight. I'm teaching 2 classes like back to back. I'm covering this Monday and next Monday. I don't know if I'm gonna work Friday, teach my Friday classes, but I feel like there was only 1 class this Friday that I actually taught. And usually it's about like 3 people or it's a full class. It kind of depends. Like some mornings are like really good. Some mornings are just like 1 or 2 students, which it does not bother me. I'm totally fine with it. I'm going in early because it's like almost 4:30 and I just wanted to get into the studio a little early to like practice what I want to teach. I just finished making my bed. So now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna head over to the sauna and I'm gonna turn it on, and it takes about close to an hour for it to like turn on and heat up and whatnot. Before I'm getting in the sauna, I'm being very intentional with my journey. What I'm going to do before getting into the sauna, I'm going to write down what I am going to be releasing, and then what I want to replace what I am releasing and getting rid of in my body and through the session, because when I go into the sauna, I meditate. And then when I come out, I am going to use my manifestation journal and just write down what I envision for my future self. So I just finished writing what it is that I am manifesting. So now I'm gonna head back into the sauna and visualize what it is that I want in my current reality as well as in the future, because that's how you manifest, as if it already exists now, because it does already exist. So yeah.
Check the motion, I be where they can't be asleep for this moment. That's why they try to correct me, but can't seem to see, so I'm going. I eclipse all of my socials, I'm goaded. I peep how they switch them like notice. My story just as I told it, I showed it. They aim for my head, but I won't. Niggas ain't villains, they claim that they isn't. Can't measure my limits, we standing on business. Tell them